What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams. It's Saturday, it's new release Saturday, and we have a double feature here for you this week. First up, we're going to take a look at the Netflix original film Run, Rabbit, Run, starring Sarah Snook, Lily Latour, Greta Scacchi, Damon Harriman, Naomi Rukavina, Hugo Soisa, Trevor Jameson, and Sunny Whelan. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said in the introduction, it's new release Saturday, and we got a double feature here for you today because last week there was just a lot of chaos going on in and around my house. So I wasn't able to bring you last week's new release Saturday, which was supposed to be Run, Rabbit, Run, which we're going to get into right now. And as our movie opens, Sarah, a fertility doctor, celebrates her daughter Mia's 7th birthday. The pair find a rabbit at their house, which Mia grows attached to. The night of Mia's birthday, they are joined by Peter, Mia's father, Denise, Peter's new partner, and Toby, Denise's 3-year-old son. Now, while playing, Mia screams when Toby hits her on the head. Sarah angrily rebukes Toby and Denise, but Peter smooths things over. Later that night, Sarah attempts to send the rabbit over the garden wall, but it bites her, and Sarah realizes that Mia saw her try to get rid of the rabbit. Starting the next morning, Mia's behavior begins to grow strange. She becomes intermittently unresponsive and starts wearing a self-made rabbit mask that she refuses to take off when Sarah asks her to. At school, Mia hides in a playground tube in fear, but she denies that she's being bullied. Mia says that she misses her grandmother, Joan, whom Sarah is estranged from and whom Mia has never met. When Mia asks for family photos in order to make a family tree, Sarah finds a childhood photo of herself and her younger sister, Alice, and Mia claims to be in the photo. While Mia's behavior becomes more erratic, Sarah starts hallucinating, and her nightmares grow more intense as the rabbit bite on her hand becomes infected. Due to Mia's insistence on seeing Joan, Sarah takes her to visit the assisted living home where she currently lives. Now, Joan, who has dementia, refers to Mia as Alex, which Mia reacts strongly to. Sarah forcefully separates the two and injures Mia's hand when trying to control her. Afterward, Sarah hurts her own hand in order to mirror the injury. Sarah learns from Mia's teacher that there are disturbing drawings on the underside of Mia's homework, and Sarah realizes that all of Mia's artwork at home have similar drawings. Sarah begins to question Mia about her behavior, and Mia declares that she is Alice. At Peter's suggestion, Sarah takes Mia to Sarah's childhood home and tells her all about her sister Alice, who went missing when Alice was 7 years old. Sarah becomes angered when Mia continues to say that she is Alice and claims that Sarah bullied her. Sarah's hallucinations begin to worsen and she unintentionally cuts Mia with scissors. Sarah hallucinates her childhood memory of Alice, confusing her sister with Mia. Now, as a child, Sarah locked Alice into the shed, and after Sarah released her, Alice choked her. Sarah hit her head with a steel trap, and when Alice started screaming, Sarah pushed her off of a cliff to her death. Peter arrives at the house where the family photos have been smashed, and Sarah has been drawing on the floor in a fugue state. The pair search for Mia and they find her hiding in the bush. Sarah apologizes to Mia, Alice, and admits that she hurt Alice and lied about Alice running away. The next morning, Sarah searches for Mia, and looking out of her window, she sees both Mia and Alice holding hands while walking to the cliff. The screen goes black, and our movie comes to its end. This is one of those new releases that definitely falls into the I didn't know what to expect from it category. As I've told you guys in the past, I have a website that I go to that tells me all the new movies that are coming out, whether they're going to be theatrical, streaming exclusive, whatever. So I always use that website in order to kind of look ahead and see what movies I want to do for my new release Saturday. And I saw this movie listed, and the synopsis was very, very brief on there, but it was enough to get the brain stimulated. I was like, all right, Netflix original movie, don't got to pay to go see it in theaters. Easy peasy. Let's watch this, let's do it. And I'm watching this movie and I'm like, man, I like a good horror movie. And granted, while it's not horror in the vein of like Freddy, Jason, Michael, the serial killers, if you will, it very much was a psychological thriller. Because you're sitting here and you're watching this, and the only thing you can take away out of all this is that everything started to happen when the rabbit came into their life. Because between the rabbit biting Sarah and Mia seeing Sarah try to dispose of the rabbit, everything just kind of went on this tailspin. Sarah begins having hallucinations. Mia begins thinking that she's Sarah's dead sister, Alice. It was this weird mind trip of a movie. There were parts when I'm watching it and I was like super invested because I wanted to see what happened next. And then there were other parts where I was like, eh. But it was just a weird mind trip. Like I I do occasionally drink. I don't do drugs. Kind of wonder if I had been on something, if maybe this movie would have been a whole other level to me. Since, Sarah's going through hallucinations in the movie. If I was on something and tripping, maybe, I don't know, but it was definitely interesting. And if you're into psychological thrillers, I definitely recommend you at least give it a watch because, again, it's on Netflix. It's free. If you already pay for a Netflix subscription, check it out. You might enjoy it. I don't know if it's something I would buy on physical media, but I did enjoy it for the most part. I thought the acting was decent enough. It was a step above like made for TV movie acting, but not quite theatrical. So, direct to video type of acting. Perfect. The young lady that played Mia, I was captivated by her because you get sucked into her visions and her hallucinations, and you believe that she believes that she is Alice after a little bit. I thought she just did so well. So good, in fact, that when it comes for my rating of this film, I am going to give Run Rabbit Run, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. I almost clicked 3.5. But the fact that there were those few parts where I was like, I went ahead, I brought it down to 3 out of 5 stars. But still, great middle of the road, direct to streaming movie that, again, if you're into psychological thrillers, I think you ought to give this one a watch. Get back to me. Let me know what you think. Those of you that have already watched Run, Rabbit, Run, what'd you think about it? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. And let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking you guys for in the comments below. And make sure you guys tune in at the top of the half hour, right here to the Casa D18 Studios channel for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And it's this week's official new release Saturday film. We're going to be taking a look at The Outlaws, another Netflix original movie starring Adam Devine, Nina Dobrev, Michael Rooker, Richard Kind, Julie Haggerty, Lauren Lapkus, Jackie Sandler, Ellen Barkin, and Pierce Brosnan. And then later on today, in the evening time, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, the Jeff Meacham Network, and across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media, it'll be time once again for the Saturday night shenanigans that are Open Mic Night. Myself, the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham, the Simple Man Noah Foster, the Heeb Man James Hebert will all be in attendance, and it's not just your ordinary Open Mic Night tonight. No. It is also Open Mic Night Game Night, as we do our version of the Dick Clark Classic Pyramid. You're not going to want to miss out on any part of the Saturday night shenanigans. And then tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, it'll be another double feature for Renegades Reviews as we continue our 31 Days of Disney first with Wreck-It Ralph, featuring the voice talents of John C. Reilly, Sarah Silverman, Jack McBrayer, Jane Lynch, Alan Tudyk, Mindy Kaling, Ed O'Neill, and Dennis Haybert. And then at the top of the half hour after Wreck-It Ralph will be Frozen, featuring the voice talents of Kristen Bell, Adina Menzel, Jonathan Groff, Josh Gad, Santino Fontana, and Alan Tudyk. You don't want to miss out on any of that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, the Jeff Meacham Network, across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media. Got another new release Saturday film coming up at the top of the half hour, The Outlaws. We've got Open Mic Night, Game Night this evening. We've got Wreck-It Ralph and Frozen coming up tomorrow. And we've still got about a week, a little bit more than a week, of Disney animated films as we continue our 31 Days of Disney. Again, you don't want to miss any of it, so make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Statboy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE watch-along coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of Netflix original movies, fans of psychological thrillers, anybody you can think of that would enjoy this content in this video. Share it with them, as it's the only way we're going to keep my visibility up in YouTube's algorithms now that we are in fact a monetized channel right here on the platform. Thank you once again to everybody out there who joined me and tuned in today. It means so much more to me than you guys will ever know. And I will see you guys next time.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.